In this episode, we'll be talking about order blocks and how to use order blocks in our entries. This is one of the most important PD arrays, and this is the PD array I use most after fair value gaps. So let's get straight into what an order block is. So an order block is an institutional level where there is a lot of buying and selling on an institutional level. So for an order block to be valid, you must have four things. These are the four things right here. You must have a change in the state of delivery of price action. There must be some sort of liquidity sweep / SMT. There must be a clear draw on liquidity. And most important, the candle close has to be above the last down close of the candle, and vice versa, the candle close below the last up close candle. So what this means basically is the last down close candle, the bullish candle must engulf that and close above the last close of the down close candle. It might seem confusing, but it's basically this. You just need a closure above this level right here, the last down close candle. So as you can see in this example, we have an SMT / liquidity sweep at these lows. We have a strong displacement and we have this engulfing right here. As we discussed, we have this change in the state of delivery, and we also have the last thing is we have our clear drawn liquidity, which is this up here. And as you can see, we tap into this drawn liquidity. So pretty much this order block would have been valid. As you can see, we have a clear entry after engulfing these last down close candles. We tap into this order block, which is from here to right here, and we have an IOFED entry, and we tap into it and we skyrocket from this order block. Here is another example of a great CISD entry right here. As we can see, we accumulated and swept this sell side liquidity. We had a change in the state of delivery at this high. So this would be our entry right here. As you can see, the candle tapped in, and we had a skyrocket target of this high here, or even this high. So you can target all these highs and scalp this out, but the trade would look something like this. You keep it at the low, the swing low, and you can target a 1 to 2 or whatever the highs might be. Something like this. This is a 2.7R off of the CISD entry. We have a clear protected stop loss right here with SMT at the lows. And we swept the liquidity. We had strong displacement. We closed above the last down close candles close. And we have clear drawn liquidity targets. So this is a picture perfect A+ setup actually. And this is what you're going to be looking for with your CISD entries. Here is another great example of a CISD entry. As you can see, we swept this liquidity here, and this liquidity here, and we also tapped into a higher time frame PD array. And you can see we close below this green candle, and we have this green candle right here. And either or, you can do a more conservative entry, or you can take a riskier CISD entry. So you would keep the stop loss above this high, and you could target this low. You could target these relative equal lows right here, and this would be a very nice R. Me personally, I actually took this trade over here off this CISD entry and actually on this candle closure. So my stop loss looks something like this, and I targeted, I'm pretty sure, this low for a 2.27R, and this was one of my small scalps that I actually took on this day. And so you can see how I use CISDs in most of my trading off of higher time frame PD arrays and SMTs. And this is probably one of the best entry models you can use, and one of the most confident entry techniques that I actually use in my trading.